The Story of Companion, 2025, directed by Drew Hancock, begins in a supermarket. We're introduced to Iris, a young woman, and Josh, a charming man. The moment their eyes meet, the screen shifts to a monologue from Iris. She reveals that her life had two most beautiful moments. One, when she first met Josh. Two, when she ended Josh's life. Chilling, right? The scene ends right there. Next, we see Iris and Josh heading to a remote cabin in the woods, owned by Josh's friend, but from the beginning, Iris doesn't seem excited to hang out with Josh's friends, especially not with Kat, who clearly doesn't like Iris. And the feeling's mutual. Despite her hesitation, Josh convinces Iris to come along. At the cabin, we meet the rest of the group: Kat, her boyfriend Sergey, and two other friends, Eli and Patrick. From Kat's passive-aggressive vibes, it's obvious she's not fond of Iris. Meanwhile, Sergey keeps eyeing Iris in a way that makes her uncomfortable. Later, Iris is seen unpacking in her room. While doing so, she comes across a USB flash drive. This seemingly small item will play a giant role later. During lunch, everyone hangs out, and Patrick shares how he met Eli at a costume party, where their love story began. The conversation flows, and eventually, we see Iris quietly confess her deep feelings for Josh. Her affection is intense. She loves him more than anything. That night, Kat and Iris sit on a sofa talking. Iris casually drops a bombshell. Kat's boyfriend Sergey is married, and he's here with her having an affair. Iris then asks why Kat dislikes her so much. Kat admits she finds Iris too perfect and fears being replaced. Iris is shocked but tells Kat she would rather not replace her. In fact, she wants to be like her, confident and fearless. A party breaks out and everyone's dancing. Josh talks to Kat, which sparks jealousy in Iris. So she walks up and starts dancing with Josh herself. That night, Iris and Josh got physically intimate. But the next morning, Josh's vibe is totally off. He's distant and cold, clearly using her, not loving her. Josh tells Iris to go for a walk by the lake, saying he'll join her later. As Iris leaves, we see him insert the USB into his phone and start fiddling with something. Cut to Iris near the lake. She reaches into her pocket and unexpectedly finds a knife. She's confused. Meanwhile, Sergey is already there. His gaze is unsettling. He sweet-talks Iris into staying and asks her to help apply sunscreen on his back, clearly with bad intentions. Despite being uncomfortable, Iris doesn't want to cause a scene. She agrees to help, but Sergey takes it too far and physically forces himself on her. In a panic, Iris grabs a glass bottle, hits him, and tries to run. Sergey becomes violent. He threatens that she'll never see Josh again. Out of self-defense, Iris uses the knife from her pocket, and Sergey dies. Back at the cabin, no one knows what's happened. Suddenly, Iris returned covered in blood. Everyone is in shock. Iris is in full panic mode, trying to explain what happened, that it was all in self-defense. Josh gently holds her and says, "Iris, sleep." And then, Iris' eyes go wide. Her body shuts down. Turns out, Iris is not human. She's a companion robot, an ultra-realistic emotional AI created to help people overcome loneliness. We see Josh tie Iris to a chair, an earlier timeline that reveals how Iris are made. These companions are emotionally programmed, can't lie, and don't even know they're artificial. They think they're human. They're operated via smartphone apps and designed to form deep emotional bonds with the owners. Josh reveals that the supermarket memory is from the beginning, completely fabricated. It was all a part of her programming. Josh had bought Iris ethics, fully aware of all the terms and conditions. Empathics robots, by design, cannot harm humans or animals. But this brings up a huge contradiction. Iris did kill Sergei. Iris is shocked. If she has emotions and is bound by those rules, how did it happen? Josh assures her it's just a programming anomaly. Then, Kat walks in and suggests they shut Iris down permanently. In a private conversation between Kat and Josh, the truth spills out. They had both planned Sergei's death. Kat couldn't stand Sergei anymore, and Josh never liked him. But the real motive? Sergei had hidden $12 million in the cabin. That money was their endgame. We return to the scene where Josh inserted the USB into his phone. It was to disable Iris's safety protocols. He had secretly planted the knife in her pocket and sent her to the lake, setting her up. When Josh goes to check on her again, Iris manages to break free. As Josh tries to shut her down, she punches him and escapes, stealing his smartphone, the only device that can control her. Meanwhile, Josh tries convincing Eli to join his side. He claims Sergei was into illegal stuff and that what happened was for the greater good, and states that Serge was involved in illegal works and trafficking. Once they discover the money, Eli demands it be split 4 ways. After all, Patrick was involved too. But Josh was against it and started arguing. But shocker, Eli tells Patrick to go to sleep. And Patrick powers down. It turned out he's a robot too. And Eli agrees to split the money 3 ways. Now it's 3 humans, 1 robot, kind of, and a fortune in play. All 4 of them head into the forest to search for Iris. At the same time, Iris, hiding in the jungle, boosts her intelligence setting from 40% to 100% using Josh's stolen device. She becomes highly intelligent and self-aware and ready to outsmart everyone. She immediately thinks of stealing Josh's car so she can escape to the city. So she tries to sneak in back to the cabin. Eventually, Iris is spotted by Eli and Patrick. As Eli tries to talk to her, Eli fires shots at her. She ends up getting caught by Eli. She tried to fight back, but at that moment, a gunshot was fired, which ended up hitting Eli, killing him. Josh and Kat show up just as chaos unfolds. Iris escapes and jumps into Josh's car, but it needs a voice command to start. Josh is hot on her trail. Using her now advanced intellect, Iris mimics Josh's voice, starts the car, and speeds away. The car eventually breaks down, and a call from Josh where he tried to emotionally manipulate Iris, and due to her high intelligence, Josh failed. Then Josh rushes to Eli's body. Here, he resets Patrick's setting and makes him his new companion and orders him to capture Iris and bring her back. Josh increased the aggression setting to max. On the other side, a police officer arrives. Iris, unable to lie due to her programming, starts speaking in German, throwing the cop off. But the officer notices the blood-stained knife in the car and tries to arrest her. Right then, Patrick came from behind. His aggression setting turned to 100%, ambushes and kills the cop. Patrick grabs Josh's device from the car, shuts Iris down, and drags her back to the cabin. Back at the cabin, Kat and Josh argue. Kat is furious that Patrick killed a cop and even brought the body back. She demands to leave, but not before dropping a final twist. Sergei may have been a bad partner, but he was never involved in any illegal activity. Kat had manipulated Josh into killing him just because she wanted out. Josh spirals. In a fit of rage, he orders Patrick to stop Kat. Patrick, still in his full aggression mode, ends up killing Kat. Now, things are completely out of control. At dinner, Iris, dressed in new clothes, is confronted by Josh. He blames her for everything. Iris, with her intelligence at max, calls out his hypocrisy. It was all because of his greed. She exposes him as a deeply lonely man who used everyone, including her. Josh snaps. He resets her intelligence to zero. Then, he puts a candle under her hand and commands her to shoot herself. Iris, stripped of all logic and defense, suffers immense pain before tragically complying. Josh calls empathics, trying to cover everything up. He and Patrick stage the scene to frame Iris for the deaths of Sergei, Eli, and Kat. Patrick even wears a police uniform for the ruse. When empathics arrives, Josh tries manipulating them too. But to them, Patrick's face somehow seemed familiar to them. But due to Josh's manipulation, they didn't focus much on him. But then, they reveal something devastating. Every companion robot stores memory data in their stomach area, which can be retrieved for forensic investigation. Josh is rattled. As they load Iris's body into a truck, they suddenly recognize Patrick. He's one of their robots too, but it's too late. Patrick opens fire, killing one of the workers. The others flee into the jungle. One survivor stumbles upon the dead bodies and gets attacked by Patrick. But in a dramatic twist, Iris begins self-healing and tases Patrick from behind. Due to empathics' core protocols, robots can't kill each other. Iris reminds Patrick of how Eli loved him and how Josh reset his memories of Eli. Patrick, overwhelmed with emotion and memories that lead to his own end. Iris asks the survivor, named Teddy. He modifies her programming, making her fully autonomous. Now, no one can control her, not even Josh. Iris returns to face Josh one last time, aiming the gun at him. He tries manipulating her again and even attempts to assault her. He demands she say, "You're my everything," but Iris grabs a corkscrew opener and hits him in the head, ending everything. In the final scene, we see Iris taking a shower the next morning, delivering the same monologue from the beginning. But this time, it's different. She now knows who she is, a robot, a free one. She gathers the money and walks away from the cabin, ready to live life on her own terms. We learn that even the most perfect companions can be programmed. But emotions? Emotions are chaos. You can't code love, you can't instill loyalty, and loneliness? That's a virus no AI can patch. This movie wasn't just about robots or revenge, it was about control, manipulation, and how far people will go just to not feel alone. But in the end, even a machine can find purpose when it stops being someone else's property and starts being its own person. And that is why Companion hits harder than a robot with maxed out aggression settings. If that story gave you chills, mind-bending thoughts, like comment and hit that subscribe button, where movies aren't just explained, they're experienced scene by scene. This is just the beginning. Welcome to the channel. Stay curious, stay woke, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.